What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ruse Reviews. And today we are chatting about the Mind Draw app by Suarez Arteaga Nelson. So let's get into this. Yes, thank you very much indeed for joining me back on the channel. Hello, if you haven't been here before, my name is Rue. I do weird things for a living, including this review channel. And today, as I say, we are chatting about the Mind Draw app. This comes to you from Suarez Arteaga Nelson. If you don't know who Suarez is, I have reviewed a few of his apps on this channel in the past. And this also comes from Niltech apps as well. So Niltech, the brains behind creating this app along with Suarez. If you don't know who Niltech are, they've created other apps such as Card Phone and other things of the like. But what does Mind Draw do? Mind Draw utilizes the camera on your phone to be able to sneakily input some information written down or drawn by a spectator, which is then, get this, channeled into AI, and AI replicates this image in your gallery. It can be done now on your phone, on your lock screen as well, like on your phone screen wallpaper. But this image is found generally within the gallery, and this can be predated to a couple of days before the performance, and you've drawn it down. You can have a picture of you holding the images that this person has merely written down. Now that's quite a lot to unpack there, but it's something that is so simple and easy to use. It's very reminiscent of the Card Phone app. This uses a similar kind of technology or thinking within the Card Phone app, but this is so clean and direct. It's one of the coolest mind reading apps I've had the pleasure of reviewing on this channel. As I mentioned, AI is involved, and this does mean that you will need an OpenAI account. Now, when I say OpenAI account, I mean you could literally put $5 on your OpenAI account and use this for hundreds and hundreds of performances. This costs like a cent or less than a cent for an actual performance. So you actually get so much. For me, I use OpenAI for other mentalism effects with electronic compression devices, and to be able to use it with this as well is an absolute no-brainer. It's so cheap to be able to use. This isn't a subscription, but it is OpenAI, so you will have to pay like half a cent per performance. But really, when you're thinking about it in the grand scheme of things, the final effect that you get is so cool that it's a no-brainer. Now, let me just say that the actual app itself is so easy to navigate. It is really user-friendly, very easy to do. In fact, that was the first thing that I clocked. I'm a big fan of apps that keep things simple. Mark Herstein does this very well. And this idea of just simplicity within an app that's, you know, can do all these crazy things that just really means you can hone in your performance and not have to worry about the technology that's involved. There are 3 presets used within the app. The first preset is a color match preset. Now, I've used many color matches over the years. I'm sure many of you guys have used color match before, and it always requires you to carry around some crayons or something like that. This, you don't even need the crayons. You can have an image of a person drawn out. You just have to draw an arrow with the color to whatever part of the body that is relevant. So for example, if they had a hat, you draw an arrow and then red. You just write red next to the hat and, you know, blue for the torso or something like that. And then you show it to the participant and then you say, look, in my gallery, I took a photo. I actually drew this a few days ago and I colored in what I thought you might think. And you turn it around and the colors match in real life. The colors match what you've just merely written in real life. That is absolutely mind-blowing. It is just one of the coolest things when you try it out for the first time. You just keep going over and over it again because it just doesn't fit. It feels like real magic. And not only that, you can name the drawing and have the name of the person predicted as well. So after you've done all the writing down that are red here, blue here, green here, wherever, at the top you could write the name Joe, J-O-E, right at the top. You then say, look, you could have named him anything. Look at the top of the picture in my gallery. After you've correctly got all the colours in the right place, the name Joe is at the top of that image as well. Absolutely incredible. The next preset is a drawing mode. Now this is one that I've used the most. I think it's one that probably most people will use the most, but it allows you to predict either 1, 2 or 3 drawings. And this can be done in a multitude of different ways. The way that I love performing it is by getting one person to draw a simple image, whatever they like, and then next to that I get someone else to write the name of something. So they could draw like an image of Mickey Mouse, and then next to that someone else might just write chair, right? So there's an image of Mickey Mouse and the word chair on this bit of paper. When you go into the gallery, what you'll see is an image of Mickey Mouse and an image of a chair as well. So what the app does is convert the word chair into an image of a chair. And it looks like it's drawn. It looks like it's drawn in Sharpie. Now, this actually uses a database of AI images. So I think there's at least 1,000 or more, and this keeps getting added more and more each day, but there's at least 1,000 AI images that this draws from, because it means that the actual prediction at the end is going to be slightly more accurate. So a chair, most people know what a chair is. Mickey Mouse, most people know what Mickey Mouse looks like. All these images are already built into this AI database, so that it means that in an instant it can go get those images that it wants, and it makes the effect just a little bit quicker and a little bit more reliable. The final mode is a presets mode, which is probably the least reliable of all three modes. In fact, Suarez even mentions this in the instructions, but this just generally uses all of OpenAI to create the image. And with AI, even though it is very, very good, there are it's prone to some hallucinations and not things being 100% correct, the lighting and all this kind of stuff. So I would probably stay away from the presets modes, but it's nice to have, it's an experimental mode basically. So they're using it within the app so that you can experiment and see what you can get away with using this preset mode. Now, along with the modes, you also have two input functions. These are drawing text input and drawing volume input. Now, what does this mean? Well, essentially it means how you are going to capture the image to be able to send it to AI. So with the text input, for example, what your camera is looking for is a key word. So if on the piece of paper you write the word draw, and then so you write draw at the top of the page, and then you have them draw two images, or write the words of two images. The keyword is clocked, and AI will generate these images in your gallery. Now, what this means is that your phone can be openly displayed face up or face down on a table. You have a choice to use the front camera or the back camera. And that means that as it's on the table, you could be holding the image. All you have to do is hold it even slightly at an angle near the camera. It will clock it, send the image, and then you go into your gallery. It is absolutely incredible. The fact that you don't have to touch your phone at any point is really, really nice. The fact that you can just have your phone out on the table and it will clock that keyword and then translate it through its AI digital wizardry into those images that this person's merely just written down is absolutely incredible. The second one, which is the one that I've been using the most, is the volume input. So what this means is that by clicking one of the volume buttons on the side of your phone, you are able to take the picture that you need to be able to send it to OpenAI. What this means is that you can have the piece of paper that's written just on the table in front of you. As you say, look, on my phone, I have obviously my picture gallery. And as I'm doing all that, as I'm saying on my phone, I have my gallery, I just literally take the photo, and it takes a couple of seconds, if that, to translate the image into AI and then into my gallery. So by having it out, I just literally clock the photo, I just have the phone in my hand, the camera's pointing straight towards the piece of paper, I clock with take the photo with the volume input button, boom, just like that. I get the vibration that it has gone through, and I'm able to open up my phone, go to the gallery, and show the prediction that I made. There's also a little toggle within the app that closes the app. So once you've got the vibration, the confirmation that you have gone through to AI, the app will automatically close, bringing you straight to your genuine phone's home screen. So that's what I use. It's really, really easy. It's really, really useful as well. So it will just close the app automatically, and you just literally open up your gallery and you can go and show them the prediction. The tutorial that you get with this is a written tutorial. Now, you guys know me, when it comes to magic apps, I generally prefer video tutorials, because even though things are written down, it's an app, it's technology. I'd rather things were visual to be able to learn from than written down. Although this is very, very simple to learn because it is a very, very short tutorial. There's not much in this app that could go wrong or that you need to adapt or change. It's just sort of, it's all there and it's easy to follow. The only thing that you do get is a video tutorial, for learning how to make an OpenAI account, and that's it. I think at this point in time, the tutorial could do with updating, because there are things within the Facebook group that aren't in the tutorial yet, which it would really benefit from having in there. Things like this app can be used with dice, for example. So you literally can just have 3 dices like of different colours predicted within your gallery as well. You can have Uno cards. If you guys ever know Uno cards, you can have the colours of the cards and the numbers all predicted in your gallery as well. And you can also use things like tarot cards. This app is built to work with the major arcana tarot cards, so you can have tarot card mind reading. You can do actual real readings and have those tarot cards predicted, drawn in your hand, in your gallery, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because this kind of stuff, it usually, like years and years ago, this is the kind of technology that would have cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I think this app sits at around £60-ish, 60, £70, maybe, yeah, about £60. It's absolutely ridiculous value for what you are getting. And there's even, I almost missed this out, a magic square divination, right? So all they have to do is write down a number in front of you. You literally take your phone out, do the secret work you need to, open up your gallery, and you have a picture of yourself holding a grid for the magic square. All the numbers are perfectly set out exactly how you would have them for your magic square routine. I'm not a magic square kind of guy, but as soon as I showed this to people that did do it, they were like, I have to get that straight away. As I say, you can actually have this image also on your lock screen as like a lock screen prediction. Again, this isn't taught in the main tutorial, it's taught in the Facebook group, so I urge you to go and join the Facebook group when you get this app. But you can have that on your wallpaper, just an image of you holding a piece of paper with whatever it is predicted on it as well. And there's also an integration with a QR Genie. So if you know QR Genie, I have reviewed it on this channel before. QR Genie is a great app that allows you to predict anything within the idea of your digital business card, and you can use that in conjunction with this app. You guys know I'm a tech magician and I love technology within magic and mentalism. Using it covertly, using it discreetly is my favorite way to do this, and this app, MindDraw, does that in spades. I think Suarez and Neiltech have done an amazing job. Well done, guys, at keeping this simple and user-friendly. That's the main key thing with an app. Well done for keeping it at a price point which is very accessible for most working performers and indeed hobbyists. And well done for making one of the coolest apps I've reviewed on the channel for a very long time. You guys know what to do. There's really not much more for me to say about this. If you like this kind of idea of being able to predict literally anything in your gallery or on your phone, it's a no-brainer. Go and check out MindDraw app. The link is below, and I'll see you guys all in the next reviews. Ciao.